step into your power, turn your pain into power. These are all of my favorite aspects of Scorpio, is the ability to turn the dark, the negative, the intense into ultimately what drives you to get what you want. About remotes, because this remote that Maya has, like, there's so many options, like direct options to certain apps, and usually, like, I feel like remotes have like a couple of options embedded on there, like Netflix, Hulu, but this one has like 10, and it has different colors, and I truly felt like I was shrooming and looking at this remote trying to find the mute button. Yes. And Maya had the same issue, so I know I'm not crazy.
I did. No, and I've had this TV for a while. And this remote for a little while.
I feel like as they're getting more technologically advanced, they're putting less and less options on the remote. I feel like soon we're going to have a remote that says whatever's on. Play.
No.
Figure it out for me. Be in my mind. What do I need right now?
That's damn near what the Apple remotes are already. They're like so tiny.
They are.
How do you navigate those
No,
things?
actually, yeah, that's so true really because my brother-in-law and my sister, they have Apple. Mm-hmm. They have the Apple. What is it called? They're the box that you use for it. The box.
It's confusing. I swear it's called an Apple TV, even though there's Apple TV.
Like the app.
The app.
Yeah, so it is Apple TV. Yeah, and the remote is like, you have to like kind of like swish over it with your thumb to go to the next.
It's like a little...
I'm like, listen, I'm too high for this. You know what I mean?
I want to press a button.
I want to feel like I did something.
Right, not like...
gliding over.
Right. Like I'm swiping or something.
No, actually. Swiper, no swiping.
Yeah.
I feel like... Did you watch Dora as a kid?
I feel like not really.
Oh my God, I was an avid Dora watcher.
Like Dora?
Duh, like,
I mean,
come on, I'm
like
a good old journey, a little swiper. Backpack.
I feel like I definitely know all the songs.
I feel like she was definitely on a journey and people were fucking with her. Mm-hmm. And if that is not a metaphor of life, and she always ended up getting to the end.
Yeah. No, it's true. And she always was so happy.
She was happy to be there. Yeah. She had that little cut.
Her little bob.
She was advanced.
She was. I feel like she was a little Sagittarius.
Oh, she was such a, like, she was definitely a Sag, and, like, she just loved a good adventure.
Yeah.
And no one and nothing could fuck with her optimism.
No.
If that's not Sag energy.
Right. And nothing was going to stop her from getting to her, on her journey.
And I feel like Swiper was definitely, like, a Gemini. You know, coming in with the hands ready there.
Yes, definitely.
Oh,
what was
God.
Boots? That was like her little monkey
Oh my God,
friend, right?
yeah. He was like there for, like, he was really ride or die, you know? Maybe, what was he? Because he was an air sign for sure.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe he was a Libra.
Yeah,
you know
Libra.
what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Oh, not another Libra. I said she was a Sagittarius. Yeah, I can
I feel like Backpack was a Virgo, had everything you needed at all times. I thought you didn't watch.
No, I know! All of the characters.
I'm just playing.
You're over here having a full conversation with me. You know,
so
all
you
these
did watch.
names.
So you were an avid watcher.
Yes, I mean, I've seen Dora.
I'm crying. Okay, and then GPS. There was also maps.
Yeah, that was the maps.
Yeah. Why did I say GPS? Because the song has GPS.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was he? Because both of them can be a fucking Virgo.
They can both be Virgos.
Comment down below. What do you think?
What was the map?
Yeah.
What was the map sign?
Yeah, seriously, I need to know.
Yeah. So I have a weird dating thing I want to talk to you about.
Oh my gosh, I love
some other dating thing I saw on the interwebs.
Oh, I love that.
Okay, so
before you start, I am so... Technology's bad, technology's good. It's always both.
Right.
one of the things I love about technology is reading people's messy dating stories.
Yes.
Because back in the day, only the dating stories that came are from the people you knew.
Right.
And that, I'm sure, wasn't always hitting.
Right.
But now you just get to hop online and hear these crazy stories. You're like,
Yeah.
there's people out there like this.
Right.
Okay, but yeah.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Okay, wait, sorry. One quick divergent. Do you remember that website, FML?
Oh, of course.
Iconic.
Where people would like, yeah.
That's where I got my like crazy dating drama before like I was super on social media. I was like, people do this?
I know.
This happens out here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit was lit.
Yeah. It was
loved it.
wild.
That was like reality shows, but like,
yeah.
you know, yeah.
Yeah.
Not really.
No.
Well, real.
Good. So good.
Anyway.
Okay.
Tell me.
So.
What's the tea on these streets?
The tea is a woman and a man go out on a date. Apparently, she orders 48 oysters.
Okay.
And then she also orders some like appetizers.
So that's 4 dozen oysters.
Yes, that's 4 dozen oysters.
Okay, got it. Just have to make sure. I love oysters.
Yes. Okay, and apparently the guy was just like, hey, like, I'd love to take you out for like drinks and like an appetizer. Okay, but she is like, he invited me out. I'm gonna get 48 oysters. She got an appetizer. She got a main entree.
This reminds me of the scene in White Chicks when he's on a date.
Oh, yes! He's like, damn.
I'll have the lobster.
Right.
The pasta.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Then what?
And then she's like eating it up. The man eats nothing. He's over here drinking like his like white wine. So probably like the cheapest beverage you could possibly buy.
Oh my
on
God.
top of that, right? And I guess
Why did he eat? At least it's there.
end.
Eat a little.
Right.
You're gonna be famished, boo.
Right. You should have nibbled a little on something.
But he was trying to prove a point.
But this is what he did.
He probably didn't want to pay.
He dipped out on her.
Yeah,
He left her to pay the bill. And later, he Venmo'd her. He's like, I could Venmo you for my drink.
People
So I wanted to discuss
are trifling.
how you felt about that.
That is
if he was
actually-
justified, if she was in the wrong.
See, there's 2 things I feel about this. I am here for the girls. So I am so okay. First of all, if you broke, why you dating? There's other things you should be focusing on.
Thank you.
I need everyone to hear this. As a matter of fact, President Biden just put this on the daytime news. If you are a man and you're broke, don't date.
That's
like it's just like you're prioritizing the wrong things.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the day, I full-heartedly believe when men aren't in a good place financially, they're operating at their most insecure, lowest vibration.
Facts.
So they're not the best partners.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he needs to be your sugar daddy, but I'm just saying if he's not confident enough to be financially stable, he is not showing up as the best version of himself.
You ain't wrong.
And that's just the damn truth.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the problem is people are broke, but they still want to date.
Yeah.
Again, you're focusing on the wrong things. The time you are using to be on dates, you should be studying for school, you know, taking up some more hours. So I genuinely feel that.
Yeah.
But I just want to know, like, I have questions for the girl.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like if a man said to me, like, we're just going for a drink, like, when she was ordering, like, did he say anything? You know what I mean? Because that would turn me the fuck off, too. I'd just be like, all right, I'm just going to leave. Like, I can't order what I want to order. You asked me to be here. My presence is a gift. Don't you forget that. You know what I mean? I beat this face. I got ready. I definitely put in more work than you.
That's factual.
And all I'm asking is for 4 dozen oysters. Like, but then I think about it from the man's side.
Yeah.
2% of me. The 2% testosterone I have in me. And he was probably stressing. He was probably like, damn, I really don't got no money. Again, this is your fault.
Oh
you
my
shouldn't have come here. Like, if you can't afford...
If you can't afford a bad bitch, don't take a
yeah,
bad bitch.
Exactly.
Ouch.
Actually, like, it's pathetic. I have to be honest with you. It is pathetic. And there's nothing wrong with being in a phase in your life where you don't have money and you're struggling. Everyone goes through it. Again, understand what your priorities are when you're in that phase.
Mm-hmm.
You should not be in these streets dating a bad bitch. You shouldn't.
Right. Also, I'm sorry. I don't know. I feel like you're not just taking me out to drinks. Like, I want some food.
Yeah, like, what you think this is?
What you think this is?
This ain't no fucking no.
And you can't just tell me, like, yeah, we're just going out for drinks and appetizers. Like, I feel like I just need to know that you're taking me out, and I will be fed and given drinks.
You're not gonna dictate
what I want.
What I order.
Yeah.
I could just laugh thinking about showing up to a restaurant, looking at a menu, and him being like, these are the things you can order. And these are the things you can't. Like, what? Are you the police? Like, I could get this for myself. But funny thing is, I'm here on a date with you.
Right.
Like,
like, who do you think you are?
No, actually, it's time to whip out that credit card and impress me.
Right. All right, let's see what you really made of.
Honestly, if I was a man, this is what I would be doing. If I was a brokey and I was a Libra who couldn't help himself but date. I bring my credit card because, sir, where's your credit card? So I just feel like if you are someone, then you should have a credit card for moments like this when they don't listen to you and they do order the 4 dozen oysters.
Yeah.
Because that's a great time to whip out your credit card just for your own dignity. Pay up. And then after you leave, you tell her a lie. I wasn't feeling it. But now you know that she is going to order what she wants and you don't have the funds to be paying for that. Right. Therefore, it's not going to work.
Right.
You don't walk. That's bad karma.
Right.
And people are going to be like, it's bad karma for her for ordering. She is famished. See why I'm always for the girls?
No, it's so true. Okay, when I first heard this story, when I first heard this story, I was like, damn, 48 oysters? Like, I don't even be throwing down that. And then I found out that he, like, dipped on me, and I was like, oh, no, she didn't deserve that. No. Like, how dare you?
Yeah,
I don't care.
I don't care
how much I eat.
48 oysters is insane. You definitely trying to prove a point. But if you really think about it, if you're a real man, you would know that oysters are an aphrodisiac. She was ready to put down.
Right.
She was ready to give you her all. You just missed out on the best night of your life.
You are so correct.
All because you didn't have a credit card and you could have finessed a little bit.
Right.
So joke's on you.
You know what?
Home hungry and your dick didn't get served.
Right. And I want to go back to something that you kind of were touching on earlier. Do you feel no shame, sir?
No, seriously.
Are you not embarrassed?
You should be.
By the fact that you walked away and let her.
He is.
And now everybody's talking about you.
He should be, and he is. And, you know, everyone's relationship with money is such a personal thing. Mm-hmm. And I feel like more people need to understand what their relationship with money is before they start dating. Yeah. Because that is one of the, I believe actually it's the number one reason for divorce.
Yeah, why people
money.
break up and stuff too.
And it's because people feel uncomfortable talking about it. People have certain habits, and when your habits don't match, or if one of you can't change, if both of you can't change, like, the relationship is doomed. So start early before you even start dating casually. Ask yourself, what is my relationship with money? Right. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And if you are broke and you still want to date, maybe you should just be honest. Yeah. All right? Be honest. No person, I'm speaking for most women and the gays, wants to go on a date that they've been asked to go on and they're told they can't have food. Right. Like, even if we showed up for drinks, what if I all of a sudden got hungry? Now I can't eat. I know. You're policing my eating habits. It's weird. Also, it's weird. But keep it real. Be like, I don't have money to be taking you out to restaurants. Are you still okay with us dating casually? Most of the time, she's going to say no. But there will be times she says yes because you were being honest.
Yeah. Also, there's some people, like, get creative, y'all.
Get creative, but I'll be honest. First date, you tell a girl, can you come over?
Oh, yeah, that's a hard
You're going to be a TikTok video.
Yeah, 100%.
It's just, that's the world we live in. Most women can provide for themselves. Why are you setting the bar so actually,
low?
a lot of women are like, I feel like some women are like, I can provide myself. I don't need that from a man. And some of them are like, I can provide that for myself. Why can't you provide that for me? Yeah. Anyone who's doing something for me, like, they need to at least match what I can do for myself. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because why am I here if you're not adding to my life in some kind of way?
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm just stating the facts. Do with that what you will. Mm-hmm. What do you think?
No, I agree. I feel like, to me, as I think through this, I'm just thinking about, there was this one relationship that I was in, and he would just spend, like, all this money on me and buy me hella gifts. And after a while, I was like, ooh, I don't like that personally for me, you know, like, and I wanted to be in a space where I was like, I'm making money. I wanted to feel more like an equal. Like it felt super unbalanced and almost
Made
like
you feel weird.
they're like they could hang it over me. And I hated that. So I really feel like I agree with you in the sense that we should be equals, you know, because otherwise there's always going to be this like unbalance in the relationship. And I'm not here for that. Now, there are some men who are like, I'm okay with you being like a boss ass bitch, but I feel like they are slim and few. And even they need correcting at times. You know what I mean?
At the end of the day, we live in a society where most men are going to feel some type of way, even if they are happy for you and proud of you. It has to be a very strong-willed, emotionally aware man to be okay with it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But then also not be the type that's taking advantage of you. Because I see you men who are gold diggers, too.
Right.
Have you seen the memes? When they're behind their woman at a grocery store holding her. I saw the funniest TikTok of someone making fun of men like this. And then he was like going up about to pay for the groceries. But he tells her, can I have the card? I can just pay. You know what I mean? And the comments under it were like, oh my God, I remember this. I'm like, free all my bitches being taken advantage of.
Oh my God.
That is so sad and embarrassing. Like, I truly, till this day, will never forget. I talk about this all the time. Well, with you. When this topic comes up, I'm like, there was one time where I, like, paid for, like, this little dude.
Yeah, this little dude, not the little dude.
And his friends. Because I just felt bad. Like, they weren't eating.
Yeah.
I swear, it's one of my, like, it's like a canon moment. You know what I mean? Like, I'm really thinking about, like, the fact that I did that. And in the shower, I despise myself. And I feel embarrassed every time the memory comes. It rots at my brain, and I lose a few brain cells.
Oh
and
my
pussy gets dry for myself. Truly. And that wasn't even that bad, but I get it.
Yeah.
But I think about that, I'm like, ew! Ew!
Yeah.
Ew! You know? And that's just genuinely how I feel. To me, I just feel like it's embarrassing. For me that I did that, and for you for being lackluster.
Right,
ways.
for you not being able to provide.
And like, why? No, my thing is, it's okay that he couldn't provide. Why was I attracted to that? That's the issue. Like, it's okay. That's you.
You just ain't for me then. No,
Who am I to judge? But why was I down bad?
Why was I into that?
Exactly.
I feel that.
That is the problem.
I feel that.
I'm mature enough to know there's something wrong here for thinking that was it.
Yeah.
You're great for somebody, just not me.
Someone who maybe has lower standards.
Oh, I didn't say it, but yeah.
I said it for you. The truth shall set us free.
No, exactly. Exactly.
You know, and ultimately, that's how I feel about all of these relationships. Just be honest with what you want in them, because people are willing to provide those things for you.
Exactly.
And if not, then, like I said, there's somebody else who will.
Also, you're putting it out into the universe. Like, this is what I want. This is what I crave. This is what I deserve. And the universe will match that energy for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When you don't have any set of standards, or you're not sitting down with yourself, really just like maybe even writing down, like, what do I want out of a partner?
Yeah.
Like, the universe just gives you whatever, because you're not being specific enough what it is that you think you deserve and need. You know? And I think people just assume, that sounds too easy. I just say what I want and I get it. Yeah. That's really how it goes. Yeah. You have to ask for it, believe that you deserve it, and then you get it.
We've talked about this so many times. Like, if you set the bar down here, people are always going to be just reaching you right here.
Legit.
If you set it up higher, people are going to be rising to the occasion, okay? And sometimes going above and beyond, because they're like, damn,
impress you.
That's what I need to do to get
and
that type of person.
And they think it's attractive that you have standards. I promise you. And it's honestly
that was the most fucked up thing I learned.
Natural way. You know what I mean? It's the most natural way of weeding out the weak. The people that are just not going to be connecting with you on any sort of level. Like, you just need to be honest with yourself with what it is that you deserve. And anyone who's not there, they're just not going to be in the same situation, environment as you to have the privilege or even just the chance of being intertwined into your life.
Yeah.
Put yourself in spaces and places and situations that, you know, uphold your standards. If it's not hitting, walk away. You know, that's important too.
Well, yeah, because like then you're putting yourself in a toxic environment potentially.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, why are you surrounding yourself with people you don't identify with or don't like make you want to be better or like really make you happy? You know, because that's what that's saying to me then.
Yeah. Well, for a lot of people, and I can say on personal experience, it reminds you of what you're used to, your childhood. You know what I mean? If it was chaos, like chaos is more comfortable than peace. You know, so sometimes I feel like people just self-sabotage and they think that they can make it work when it's just not aligning with you.
Yeah.
Like, how are you not understanding that this isn't aligning with you? That's why it's hard.
Yeah.
And once you tell yourself that like you deserve to have something better, that's exactly what you're gonna get. But then you have to also remember that like this is different than your past. You're going to have a learning curve when it comes to accepting this easy energy because you're so used to it being combative and intense and negative.
Yeah.
You know?
You got to get out of fight mode. Into the love mode.
Yep. I agree. I saw the funniest fucking shit and I am just crying because it's hilarious. So I learned a fun fact today that said until 1956, French children attending school were served wine on their lunch breaks.
What?
And I'm just like, somebody check on the on the French people. Like, is this why they're all so sad sometimes?
Yes.
No, I'm just kidding. But, you know, there are these rumors that people in France are kind of just like bitches. Like, and I don't mean like bitches, like mean. I'm like, maybe it's the alcoholism embedded into your bloodline.
No, literally.
I'm just kidding if you're French. But I'm not. Are you okay? Like, that's insane. That's insane. You guys.
That is not okay.
Wine. It makes me think, like, I mean, I get it. It's just wine, but also, like, we know the facts of what alcohol does to you, even sipping 1 to 2 glasses a week, which is the bare minimum for a lot of people.
Right.
What it actually does to your brain and its ability to produce happy chemicals. So I can just imagine the effects it had on kids with their little tiny brains that are like 5% developed.
Oh my gosh. Stumbling around, maybe extra aggressive. You know, I saw something too on TikTok.
They probably napped a lot.
Of these. Yeah, they probably liked it. They were quiet. I saw a TikTok of this like festival up in Canada, I think. And it's a festival where no alcohol is allowed, but all the drugs are allowed. And it was kind of like a documentary style of all these cops being like, this is our favorite festival. Like, everyone's so chill.
So
like,
nice.
The alcohol is like what makes people
go crazy.
And
the cocaine.
Yeah. But even they were like, the cocaine is cool without the alcohol.
Is that what they were saying?
That's what they were saying. Because there was cocaine, there was that Molly, and there was
everything
shrooms.
else I feel like it's fine. I thought that rage coke shit.
No, apparently not.
Wow, good for them.
Yeah.
Don't do drugs, kids.
No.
But wow.
This is not a drug endorsement.
That's insane.
Right?
I kind of love that for them.
But it just also goes further into the point of like, alcohol is...
It's truly the devil. That is... What, you think it's a coincidence that it's called a spirit?
Right. A ghost comes and takes over.
Okay. No,
actually,
that is actually a thing. Like, I personally think... Now we're about to get into, like, the conspiracies. People are going to be like, they're deep in it. If you're here, you better be fucking with this energy, okay? Because life is more fun when you think freely. Anyway.
Agreed.
Just think about it. Every time I think about, like, times where I was in the club or, like, a crowded, like, fucking bar, everyone's drunk, I'm drunk, like, I can't help but think, like, yeah, this is the underworld. Like, I think I'm in hell. Am I enjoying myself? Yeah.
You're like, party over here.
You know what I mean? Everyone is just doing what they want to do, not what they should be doing.
Yeah.
Everyone, it's like very, like, it's very much like enforces like sexual behavior, aggressive behavior. You know what I mean? That's what drinking promotes, like, especially when you're out and about in a group.
Yeah.
So I do believe that, yeah, we are truly further away from God, the spirit that is good, whatever, the lights. Think about it. Always happens at night.
Yeah.
And I think that's why people make a lot of bad and wrong decisions when they're drinking, is because you are just more spiritually inclined to operate from a lower vibration.
Yes.
That is my opinion. Do I still drink? Abso-fucking-lutely I do. not as much as I used to, but I still drink and I think it's fun. So I'm not out here being like, don't drink. I still drink and I do what I want to do, but I'm also very aware of what I'm feeling that day. Just try to be very much aware of my environment, you know what I mean? And like my emotions as much as I can be. Because you all know after a few drinks, it's not you no more.
No, it's
You know what I mean?
It's really not, contrary to what people believe. I feel like some people are like, oh, you get some drinks in you and you're more yourself. And I'm like, no, not really.
Yeah, I feel like it's your rawest emotions coming out without your conscious mind telling you to filter it. I think a lot of times that's why people get into fights. Like, finally, everything they've been feeling is out and about.
Yeah, for sure. No, definitely for some people. They be keeping things in.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, the alcohol allows them to feel like, oh, I can just be open and free and tell you exactly what I'm feeling.
And that there's no repercussions. Like, I feel like that's what I notice when people are drinking. Like, they genuinely assume that there is no repercussions to anything that they do. That it's literally like the Purge movies. Yeah. And that whatever you do when you're drunk, it's not real when you're sober.
Right.
It's like, no.
Right. It's like, I remember.
Yeah, literally, like, you in jail.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it gets crazy.
No, for sure.
Oh my God.
Sure.
One time we went to a party in college and we were with a bunch of girls and, you know, you have your party friends in college. There was this one girl, she would drink so much and she broke this, I think it was some sort of like frat house, like their like fucking bathroom. Like broke it. She broke it. It was flooding, you guys. I haven't gone out with this girl maybe twice. I just look at her and I'm just like, oh my God, how do you get so drunk and always do some stupid ass shit? I mean, I just remember looking at her and being like, we're getting the fuck out of here. And I rallied the troops. I'm like, you guys, I talked to the guy who owned it. Like, I was drunk as fuck too. I just remembered putting on my Libra Mercury charm.
Right, I was like, she did that Libra thing.
And I was just like, oh my God, what is going on here? Okay, let's go, Nikki. And she also ran away from us while we're trying to get home from that party, like in the streets.
It was a wild
like, you know what I mean? Like, she was about to get hit by a bus. Like, it was crazy. It's one of the craziest fucking.
She had a lot of inner trauma.
I know. She would get drunk and want to fight and run away.
Yes.
And I'm just like, if I leave you out here, something's gonna happen.
I know something's gonna happen to you, and I feel responsible because I took you out.
Well, like, right, like it was a group of us together, exactly.
And I was especially that way, where like if I rolled up with you, like you're coming back home with
together.
me,
like,
you know, I was very much that way.
It's called being a good friend.
Yes,
like, I'm sorry, that's a basic fucking friend. Right. Like, that's what you should fucking do for your friends.
Yes.
Is make sure that they're getting home safely when you go out together.
Yes.
I don't know why that's such a hard concept to understand for people.
No, seriously.
But yeah, that shit was wild. And I'm like, girl, I hope you sober. I hope you 10 years sober. I haven't seen you in 10 years, but I hope you got that chip.
No, really though.
Yo, for sure.
No.
I seriously think about some people. I'm like, I hope you're okay.
No, it's so true though. Like, I'm sorry, you should not drink when you're sad. I don't know why some people do that. I mean, I have done it as well.
I think that's why people do it, is because they feel numb.
Oh my
it's
God.
like, you need to do something else.
But don't
like
you also
mushrooms.
Feel sick?
They just want to feel numb.
Oh
it's crazy, actually.
It is.
Especially the ones that don't eat.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Remember that one roommate we had?
Oh my God, you guys. Oh my God. We've had some crazy fucking
literally
college friends and roommates. Like,
yeah.
That girl did not eat. She would just drink.
Yeah. Those were her calories.
No, seriously. It was insane. It was insane.
It was bad.
I just want people to, you know, this is what I want for people. I want people to have fun. Experiment all you want. Stop overdoing shit. You know what I mean? Everything in doses. You know what I mean? Like, if I ever become a mother, like, I am going to be a cool mom. You know what I mean? I'd rather you do it here.
I'd rather you do it inside,
exactly. But, like, also do it enough where you're not going to think, like, you need to overdo it when you do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, parents need to stop being so controlling, So kids don't feel like they need to go all out when they're doing shit in college is all I'm trying to say. Because some of these people would show up to college and they'd act like they've never seen alcohol. And I'm just like, dude.
I'm like, have you never been out in a social setting? You're acting like wild right now.
Yeah,
like you have
there was this one girl who cracked her neck. Do you remember?
Yes.
That was the first week of college.
Oh
that shit was crazy. It's like, what? What do you mean she cracked her neck?
Right.
Walking down the stairs because she was drunk. Insane.
Just wild. Just wild. Alcohol is the devil.
Uh-huh.
But I like to play with the devil sometimes.
Exactly. Demon.
Come here, my demon friend.
It's so crazy, actually, how, like, at church they drink wine, right? Like, they pour
they do drink,
Yeah,
they
it's wine. Like, let's be
sip.
fucking honest. Like, it's funny.
The blood
Isn't
of
that-
Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry. I just think, just say
Sorry,
you want
I
to drink
shouldn't
wine.
laugh.
Don't blame it on Jesus. Jesus is up there like, these motherfuckers want to drink and they keep using my name to do it.
He said that ain't right.
He said, what I don't like is liars. If you want to play with the devil, go play with the devil. Oh my God. The Christians are going to find this.
I know.
By the way,
Oh, so funny.
I'm here for anyone's religion as long as it's not harming anyone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just have to say that.
And I'm sorry, don't come preaching to me, but I respect you.
Exactly. I totally respect it.
That's how I feel. And that's our TED Talk on religion. Scorpios!
Oh, it's about to be Scorpio season!
Yes!
I'm very excited for my season. I feel like it's going to be a great one. I'm manifesting this eclipse to just take out all the dead weight in my life and just give me some fresh, beautiful energy.
Yes, yes. Well, this is Scorpio season as they're watching.
Yes, it is, exactly. So
Yes.
happy motherfucking Scorpio season.
Yes, feel them sexy vibes.
Yeah, feel the intensity. Don't shy away from it. This is what I want to tell the people. I feel like people get scared of Scorpio season. They get scared of its intense energy.
Right.
I promise you it's going to hit. It's going to feel better if you just allow yourself to get taken by it.
Yeah.
You know, feel the intensity, let out the raw emotions. Fuck. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Fuck.
Any revelations? Like I said earlier, the truth shall set you free.
Uh-huh. It really
just
will.
Let it come and let it, rebirth you
Mm-hmm.
into a new place. If you gotta fucking burn it down, baby.
And
Burn it down.
Honestly, just operate from a place of power. You know what I mean? Step into your power. Turn your pain into power. These are all of my favorite aspects of Scorpio, is the ability to turn the dark, the negative, the intense into ultimately what drives you to get what you want. Okay, so we're going to do that list that we did in the last podcast video. If you don't remember, you're not keeping up, so go watch.
Go back and then come
It's the won't date someone who astrology list. So in the last video, I think we did the fire signs.
We did.
So this video, we will do the water signs in honor of Scorpio season.
Yes.
Okay, let's start off with Cancer. This is who they won't date. Cancer won't date someone who isn't looking for something serious.
Facts. Cancer wants to get married and have a family as soon as possible.
Yeah. Yeah. They're on a timeline. Like, when you think of people that are on timelines, like, Cancer is one of them.
Yeah.
They're like, I thought by 28 I would have 4 kids.
Right.
Which means I should have been engaged 2 years ago. I should have found my life partner in high school.
Right. And if you're not seriously dating, like, they're not serious about you.
You know, I would love to know the percentage, like, based off zodiac signs of, like, high school sweethearts. Because I feel like Cancers would be there.
High up there.
Like, they're like, this is comforting to me. I've known you my whole life. You already
Yes.
feel like family.
Uh-huh.
Let's create a family.
Yeah, it's so true. I feel like it has to be water signs. All the water signs are probably up there for the most.
I don't know if I'd say Scorpio.
Really?
The evolutions of how much Scorpio changes,
I feel
like the
like-
personality changes from
Yeah.
Scorpio, like it's insane
Yeah.
if you think about all the phases
Yeah.
of Scorpio.
I just
The
know.
burn, repeat.
Yes. No, I agree. I just know 3 older couples that are high school sweethearts that are double Scorpios.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe Scorpio's there too. Maybe,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I would also think Virgos. I would think Tauruses.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I feel like, Cancer goes all in on anyone that they keep around.
Mm-hmm.
So to them, casual isn't a thing, because if they're taking the time to introduce you to their friends, to their family, bring you around their home,
Right,
a very sacred place.
Yes.
Like, this
Cook
better
for
be
you,
serious. Like,
nurture you.
Yeah, they don't do shit half-assed when it
No.
comes to love, whether it's platonic or romantic.
Mm-hmm.
And Cancer hates to feel stupid. You know what I mean?
Facts.
They really just want to make sure that they're putting all their eggs in all the right baskets, and
Right.
that they will be fertilized soon.
Yes. And Cancers are just huge, huge lovers. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like, I feel like they can also be sometimes little relationship hoppers if, like, in the sense, like, they'll be in a relationship for a long time, but after they break up, like, they're ready to get into their next relationship, you know? Because they love to have a partner. They love to be in love and, like, do things with people. You know what I mean?
Cancers, they want to be in a relationship. They're relationship type people.
Yes, they are relationship people.
But it is good for Cancers to also have a phase of figuring out what it is that you want. I would say the same thing for Libra. Like, you guys are such relationship hoppers that maybe just one time, 2 months after a breakup, really sitting with yourself and, like, processing it, I think it would help you out. Even though more than anything, you want a partnership again. Right. I'm just saying.
Facts. It's not always the right answer, because sometimes you'll just repeat the same stuff that made the relationship fail in the first place.
Right.
And I feel like if Cancer was really willing to, like, dive deep, they could probably see their patterns pretty easily in relationships, you know?
For sure.
Because, like, I don't know. I feel like it's pretty obvious how they show up to other people in terms of love, you know? So, like, I feel like if they just reflected that back, they could be like, ooh, maybe I did too much here or not enough here or whatever, you know?
Yeah, but I feel like they just run purely based off of their instincts, their moon.
Yes.
You know, the moon, they're just, like, going based off of what they feel. So, like, sitting down and thinking about why they feel what they feel like it's, like, that's not the right way to go about things in life. You just need to go with your feelings.
Right, just
cardinal water, leading with their emotions.
Yeah. They'll just cry it all out after the breakup. Next, we got Scorpio. And Scorpio won't date someone who falls in love too easily.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like they're hella suspicious.
Yeah, I'm just like, who are you trying to play here? Like, you don't even know me.
Right.
Like, we've barely cracked, like, just under the surface. Like, and you're in love? Like, you're so easy. Like, why are you so easy?
Yeah.
Like, it's also just not stimulating for me. Like,
That
I need the game.
Right, it's not fun.
I need to poke at you. I need you to tease me. I need to tease you back. Like, you're just googly eyes in love? Ew.
Boring.
No, actually, like, what the fuck?
Where's the temptation? Where's the allure?
No, actually, I want the forbidden fruit.
Yes! I feel like also 100% they're not dating someone who's not falling for them, because they want an enduring love. You know, like, you have to... I already said it, where's the temptation? But, like, what's going to keep this interesting for a long term? Because Scorpio wants this love forever, you know? And, like, how are you going to keep it interesting for them? Like, they are very curious minds. And if you aren't mentally stimulating them, like, yeah, you're going to lose them.
Yeah. It's like we want a story. You know what I mean? Like, we want our love to start with this hot and heavy story of, like, what led to us feeling these big emotions. Like, for anything, I feel like in life, Scorpio believes if it's too easy, you didn't work hard enough for it, and it's probably not that satisfying to have it.
Yeah.
Like, you think of a Scorpio story, you think of the fact that they have all this trauma and pain, and something beautiful came out of it. Me. You know what I mean? And, like, they almost crave the same thing in love. You know what I mean? Like, as toxic as that sounds, of, like, what do you mean? It should just be easy from the beginning. Like, we just don't believe that that's what real passionate love is.
Yeah.
It's a story being built about our dynamics blending into each other.
Yeah.
Not just you seeing me and being like, I'm in love.
Yeah. I feel like it feels fake to you guys.
Exactly.
Like, I think so many people are, like, naturally attracted to a Scorpio. And so they kind of see that and like will see through it and is like, oh, you're just like a regular Joe Schmo. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, why would I waste my time on you? Like, I know it sounds really cocky, but there are so many people who are like instantly obsessed and like enthralled with a Scorpio. And I feel like when you do that to them and you give in to say like, yeah, I'm so in love with you, like you're showing all your cards and they don't think that's sexy. Like they think you're weak for that, low key. Like hold something closer to your chest. Like, why are you giving it all up
To be
so
honest,
easily?
I feel like sorry for you.
Yeah.
Because like you just seem like an easy puppet to manipulate. And I'm being honest, like again, this is me when I was younger especially. Now I know people aren't to be manipulated, but when I was single, I was like, oh, like you're so easy. Like I can wrap you around my finger and make you do whatever I want you to do.
Yeah.
And like getting older, thinking about that side of Scorpio energy, that's where a lot of the negative manipulation can come from, is them thinking or knowing, let me take that back, knowing that you're weaker than them and that you're all of a sudden in love and now you're going to be so easy to manipulate.
Yeah.
You know, and if you're a Scorpio who has stepped into their power, you understand like, no, I want to be people who are smart, who are intelligent, who have depth, because I'm going to think of you as my equal.
Yeah.
And that's sexy to me. You falling in love too easily, weak. You don't know me. What are you in love with?
Right. And why are you telling me everything?
And also, guess what? It kind of bugs us because we're like, I want you to fall in love with some crazy shit that I'm about to tell you.
Right.
Like, you have no idea who I am. And, like, the more I tell you, I'm like an onion. It's going to get deeper and it's going to get crazier. And I want you to fall in love with that. So if you're already in love with me based on what you know, like, it's a false narrative. You don't know me.
Right. And it's
you don't love me. Again, lie.
No, 100%. It's going to go so much deeper and darker, and like I feel that if you're already in love on the shallow surface, like again, Scorpio's not checking for you. They love that deep shit. So how can you get deep in a day, couple hours? Like you can't be in love with me that quick.
No.
Something's
off here.
Yeah.
And if anything, I'm gonna do a background check because you're weird.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like you're strange. You're weirdo.
No, and you're so right too about the power thing that you were kind of touching on earlier. Like lower vibrational Scorpios, when they see that you like them more, like they're gonna start using you like as a pawn, or like I already know you're in my back pocket. You know,
in the motherfucking chess game.
Yeah.
Like it's almost too easy. Add a little Libra placement in the mix. Oh, it is dangerous territory. Before you approach a Scorpio, know if you're ready for all that power and intensity and energy.
Yes.
Or that you can match it. Because be careful. You know, not all of us are using our power for good, is what I'm trying to say.
Facts.
There's plenty of toxic Scorpios out there.
Facts.
But the lovers, we are going to help you use all of your power and teach you how you can get everything you want in life and turn your pain into gold, baby.
But it ain't gonna come easy.
No. It's a superpower of mine. I don't just give it away like that.
Right. You gotta work for it.
Okay. Finally, we have Pisces. Pisces won't date someone who tries to pin them down. Ooh, it's a little fairy. No, it's true.
Yeah.
Like, people talk about the flightiness of Sagittarius, but, like, they're both Jupiter ruled, and Pisces is also ruled by Neptune, you know, the planet that is associated with fantasy more than anything. So they need to be in their own little la-la land, and you have to be ready for the journey. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, you have to be willing to experience just different realities with them.
Yeah.
Again, the sense of, like, responsibility. Like, again, Pisces, get your shit together. Be a little responsible. Come on. But also, like, this is what makes their energy so vibrant and beautiful.
Yeah.
Because they're so ethereal and just otherworldly. So if you're someone who's trying to pin them down, you will feel like, I don't know, like a parent to them.
No, 100%.
They're going to think that you're sucking their joyous energy dry.
No, it's so true. I feel like one of Pisces' superpowers is their fluidity, you know, and like you can't pin down fluid.
No.
Like they're gonna flow with or without you.
Yeah.
You might as well be there.
Yeah.
And if you try and pin them down, they'll run.
Yeah. I think of Pisces as a river.
Yeah.
Like when I think of different types of like currents and water, like I think of Pisces as a river because it's ever flowing. Sometimes it's rocky water. Sometimes it's calm, and you as their partner, someone that they're dating, needs to find that fun and interesting.
Yeah.
Because sometimes they can be very moody as well.
Yes.
They can be one of the moodiest water signs. Because of Neptune, you know what I mean? Like their reality is constantly changing. They're getting nostalgic. They're overthinking.
Right.
And it just ebbs and flows for them.
Yeah.
So if you're someone who's trying to make them, force them to be this one thing, quite literally, they'll just ignore you and ghost you.
Yeah. I mean, it's going
they
against...
They want to be in their own little world.
Yeah. It's going against the core of who they are.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I feel like all the mutables, like when you start to try and control them, they're like, fuck off.
Yeah. Yeah. It's true.
It's so interesting kind of how they're like, oh no, I'm so not doing this.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not here for it. And Pisces, especially in love, will be that way. You can't try and control their feelings or you need to get over this and do this at this time. Like, they are on their own schedule and timeline, honey.
One of the best things I ever did for my relationship with my Pisces man is tell myself, whenever he gets here, he gets here. And guess what? He said he's on his way. You have just a little bit more time to relax. This is probably going to take a little bit longer. And I used to get so irritated.
Yeah.
My Capricorn was like, do you not respect my time? My time is just as important as yours. You need to tell me exactly when you're coming. You can't keep changing. And life's become so much more enjoyable and peaceful for me when I've just told myself time is one of the things that we're not going to agree on. And in every other aspect of my life, I can control my time. When I'm with him, it's okay if time is a little bit more fluid. Because fuck the rules. He's taught me that.
That's also the beauty of Pisces. You know what I mean? It's like they tell you, like, yeah, fuck it. Like, things will keep going. Like, the world isn't going to stop turning. You know? And, like, it's okay to rest. It's okay to, like, not know exactly how you feel and not need to pin something down.
No,
you know? Like,
seriously.
they teach us this back,
too. They
too.
definitely do. And that's so funny because me and him, like, when we're in a long drive together, we like to ask each other, like, fun questions. And I asked him, how do you think we help each other in our relationship? And he replied, he was like, well, I think I teach you not to take things so seriously and to just be a little bit more calm when it comes to what happens in life, whatever's thrown at you. And he's like, I think you teach me how to have more discipline, to take responsibility, and to just, you've helped me realize that, like, doing things for myself, keeping my word to myself makes me a more confident person, self-discipline. And I just thought that was, like, so our rising signs, because he's a Pisces rising too, and I'm a Capricorn rising. And, like, truly, that's the best part of Pisces energy. If you let them, they'll teach you how much more fun it is when you just let shit happen. You're going to be taken on these fun journeys.
Yes.
That are ultimately probably going to make you feel better spiritually. This is a very spiritual sign. When they are, just on that roller coaster of life, they're truly taking in so many spiritual lessons. When they're daydreaming, when they're sleeping, they're healing themselves on a subconscious level. You have to understand that. And we live in a society that, again, just glorifies, right? Glorifies responsibility and taking responsibility and doing what you need to do. And Pisces energy is so much the opposite of that, but that doesn't mean that it's not just as important. It's very important to rest your mind by sleeping more, by having healthy spiritual habits. And Pisces is really good at that, but I feel like they're not taken seriously for it because we live in a world where the opposite is glorified. Yeah,
and more valued.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, you're so right, but they know the secret to life.
They do. They really sleep.
Sleep, baby. Don't work too hard.
And just
live in Delulu.
Literally live in Delulu a little bit more, because also they're really good manifestors. Pisces energy is really good at manifesting. And that's because they are Delulu. But part of being a good manifestor is being delusional enough to think that it can happen to you.
Exactly.
And sure enough, it does.
Right.
Because you believed it with your whole heart.
Mm-hmm. And that's also the beauty of it. Like, they're willing, kind of like we were talking about earlier, you know, some people are so fixed and, like, unwilling to, like, change. That's definitely not Pisces.
Yeah, no.
You know?
No.
And some people can maybe see that as a negative, but I see it as a positive.
I'm sure you do, Sag. No, and I have very much learned to see it as a positive.
Yeah.
And I'm grateful to experience Pisces energy so close to me and Sag energy. I feel like Jupiter has helped me in so many ways by just understanding that I deserve more and that the possibilities are endless.
It's fun over here.
It really is.
Where there's lots of more possibilities.
I know.
You know?
Actually. It really is.
It's just nicer.
Especially like my Scorpio ass coming back, looking up from hell like, wow.
It's the land of opportunity.
It's the land of opportunity. Now get off my leg. I'm trying to get out of here.
You demons holding me down.
Oh my gosh.
So good.
Thank you for kicking it with your girls.
Yes.
This was so much fun. I love talking about zodiac signs and dating.
Same. It's honestly
It
the
just
best.
hits.
Well, because I love love and I love astrology.
Yeah, exactly. My
So
two
the combo of
favorite
the
things
two?
coming together. We missed you guys again, even though we were here last week. I'm just so happy we're back in our groove.
Back
Thank
in
you for all your
action.
amazing comments. It
Yes,
makes
we've
us
been loving
so happy. Like truly, to know that you've been missed is
Right, like you missed.
You're actually like just made my day every time I would read one
I
of the
know.
comments.
I get so excited.
Yeah, I just love you guys so much. And if you're listening, don't forget to leave us a review on Apple, Spotify, wherever you listen to your podcast. That just helps us out a lot.
Yep.
It makes us see it and realize, all right, we're doing the damn thing. People like it.
Right.
We'll keep doing it. And if you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe, like the video, so you can see your ladies next week. Bye.
Happy Scorpio season. Bye.